We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Purdy now to throw off the play action. He'll buy some time right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator. Because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They go play action here on 1st down. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Seahawks at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I bet we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Powering forward. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now a fake on a jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Purdy. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jawan Jennings that time, and it's 3rd and 5. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Purdy now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw, Purdy. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And if that run looks familiar to you by Walker, it should. You saw it at Wake Forest, at Michigan State, and in the NFL here with Seattle. A nice start to his career, totaling a little over 2,400 yards from scrimmage and 18 touchdowns in his first 2 seasons.
Going up top for Kupp. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Purdy off the play fake. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing here, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards for number 11.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Looking to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Second and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a yard. He'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They'll try for the first with Walker. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there.
A gain of 1. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
The tight end in motion right. They'll drop to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 more yards there and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
Let's go now.
2nd and 3. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Buffalo 18.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. This is the tight end Fant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right, in this stage of the game.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
At the 49ers 20-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Julian Love picks it. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put it.